What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my friend Dan,
What's going on?
and my sister,
Daisy.
and my brother.
Derek, what's up, everybody?
Okay, man, wow, long boss there. So, yes, we have Dan, Daisy, and Derek joining us here today as we talk about Captain America and the Winter Soldier, final episode of the Disney Plus series. And I'm just going to give my little synopsis on my overall thoughts of the episode. I think I thought it was pretty good. It was kind of as expected. You know, no real surprises there, but I thought it was a pretty good episode. I personally think this series suffers from what they had to cut out of the script, because we know personally that they did change the script and do some reshoots, and I think that's where this series suffered. But I think it's good overall, and we got some good stuff this episode. What about you guys?
I would say it's good. It's not, I mean, it's better than okay, but I always felt like it was kind of lackluster. Like, I always felt like it was missing something. And I don't know, it's because they had to make some changes to it, but it was just something about it was just, it never hit that level that I wanted it to hit.
Yeah.
So it was, certainly not a bad show. Definitely better than okay, but I always love feeling just kind of like, I don't know, blah. Even like the series finale, I was just like, ugh. I was just hoping for something more, and I just didn't get it.
Yeah. I took it as when I viewed this show, and then of course WandaVision before this, I took it as, what if this was a whole movie? How would I feel after I leave the movie theater from watching it? And I felt like both were good, but it's like WandaVision was in the theater, I would have walked out of the theater with excitement, looking forward to what the next step is.
Mm-hmm.
With Falcon and the Winter Soldier was good, but I felt like something was missing, like incomplete. I didn't, even though we watched the last episode and the series is over, like, I don't have that, oh man, what's going to happen next? Like, I don't have that. It's just like, okay, that was good. So that's how I feel about it.
Well, basically, I looked at both series as like setups for what they're about to do. Like, it's kind of like, because the COVID-19 thing going on, they're like, hey, we got to keep something going. So we got WandaVision going on, and we got Captain America and
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, yeah. So it's like, it's kind of like a bridge between. I just look at it as a bridge, basically. I feel like both shows was good. I feel like WandaVision was a lot more, suspenseful and like, shocking in my opinion. This one was a little bit predictable, but I still think it was good though. So I mean, I wasn't really disappointed. I can't say that. It did feel like it was some kind of incompleteness to Captain America and Winter Soldier, which, like y'all said, they had to make some changes. They must have been pretty significant though. I would imagine. So, but I mean, I think they did good with what they had left. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what else they got. But yeah, I definitely feel like WandaVision was a little bit better. But
yeah,
just me.
Does it feel like everyone had a happy ending? Which, I mean, I'm not mad at happy endings, I guess, but I just felt like it was just because, like, Bucky tells the old man he kills his son, and then it's just like, are we happy now?
I think Bucky is good. I think
Bucky is good, but I don't think the guy is happy about the situation.
I don't think he's happy about that at all. Like, didn't he kick Bucky out?
Show me him yelling at Bucky. Show me Bucky losing a friend or something.
Oh, I guess if you need that. I don't know if that was really necessary.
I don't know. I just feel like something was missing. Well, even I felt like John Walker had a happy ending.
Scene. I thought it was cool. I didn't want them to show it further. Like, I felt bad because he had to tell him.
Yeah.
Like, he couldn't go on without telling him.
Yeah. Also, I think What I think was missed, because everybody pointed out, like, okay, there was something missing. I think, and it has to do with the Flag Smashers. Really, I didn't have a big problem with Bucky. John Walker's ending, I think, could have been a little bit different. There should be more. They
He
did.
just walked away and went about his life.
Yeah, there should be more consequences for him going off the deep end. Like, it was wrapped up too neatly for him. But I think the biggest problems with the Flag Smashers, right? They told us over and over again to sympathize with Carly because she was helping people, but we really didn't see that. And that's why I feel like the show suffers from what was cut from the show, because the Flag Smashers aren't sympathetic villains at all. We don't care about them. They're kind of just there. The real interesting part of the story was the journey for Sam to become Captain America. That's what really hit in this show. And the villains here, there was something missing there. They were just there. They just caused problems. She was off the deep end as a terrorist, but we were supposed to sympathize with her. Like, we were supposed to be sad when she died, and I'm sorry, did not care. Like,
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
one
wasn't sad.
is that I think she went off the deep end so early in the show that I'm like, I'm automatically disconnected from you, right? You saying you're doing good, but like you said, we never see the good as she does. And I feel like in episode 3, she was already, committing bad acts. So it's just like she died. And but I kind of felt like I had to kind of like, not just with her, but just with everyone, just like I just didn't care. Like I didn't care about, Sharon Carter's story arc. Like,
yeah,
would it have been nice if it was different? Sure, but now that she's working with someone, don't care. Is she a bad guy now? I don't care. And I feel like the whole thing was just me just not caring.
yeah. And I don't know. I mean, she was kind of tied in with the Flag Smashers too, so I don't know if that part of her story arc actually got rewritten as well. But yeah, you're right. With Sharon Carter, it was kind of like, well, one, we were wrong, but half the internet was like, Sharon Carter's the power broker. I was one of the people who was like, I don't think she is. But obviously,
I
yeah,
said in last week's episode.
yeah, she's the power broker, and it wasn't surprising. It's like, okay. And
I mean, she was already doing like underground stuff over there anyway. So I'm
Right.
like, man,
And so
she
it
all
was
the way
like,
legit.
yeah, so once they did that reveal, it was just like, all right,
I
whatever.
was like, oh, okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, it felt
Yeah.
kind of forced, which I like throughout the season. When you look back on it, it was like it was kind of a forced thing. Like the power broker keeps sending text messages to Carly. This is why also I think there was something missing or lost in translation in the script changes, because the only thing we heard from the power broker is in a text message, "I will find you and I will kill you." Like, like
That's it.
there was really nothing there, and that's why the reveal was
it led up
lackluster.
to today's episode. Like when it showed that Sharon Carter was there, I was like, she's going to kill Carly. Like
Yeah.
I already knew it.
That's why she's there. That's why she was there. She was there to kill Carly.
Yep.
It just, even when the remaining members died, it just nothing, I guess, that was supposed to be like, oh, what? Who's this guy? I'm like, I don't care. Even in the cut scene, okay, Sharon Carter's talking to someone. I'm on the inside now, and I still don't care. So it just, I don't know.
But it's like,
just-
wasn't they supposed to be in fear of the power broker? Like, I thought, wasn't they supposed to be some kind of like, whenever you hear his name, like, oh, no, they shiver. But like, they met up. She knew she was the power broker. Carly did.
Right,
She like she brushed her off like she wasn't nothing.
right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the
So,
thing.
She
All
had
of
no
these-
put two and two together.
Like, but she ain't had no power though. Like, you're just the broker
Yeah,
at that
Yeah,
point. Like,
Yeah.
nobody's scared of you.
yeah,
yeah. I was about like, no one's afraid of you. Like, then what was the
Yeah.
point of all of these text messages and
Yeah,
dodging
I
a
know.
power broker if you were just going to be like, I don't really care?
Yeah, she probably texted back LOL after that. I'm gonna find you and kill you. LOL. Like, moved on from
oh,
that.
lol, no.
It's like just no fear though. I'm like,
I think another thing too was Sam's sympathy for Carly. Like, it didn't make sense to me. I get that he agreed with her cause or whatever, and her cause, quote unquote, isn't hard for a lot of people to agree with. but that was her verbal cause. There was zero reason for him to sympathize with Carly. Like it was weird because she was a terrorist and clearly a terrorist from the beginning. It wasn't a misguided teenager as he painted her in his good speech, by the way, but still she was a terrorist. She was killing people. She was trying to kill more people. It wasn't going to get the message across. There was no reason to sympathize with her there. And I feel like they were trying to go the route of Killmonger or something like that, where you're like, okay, I get where this guy is, like, you get where he's going from. He's obviously bad because of the way he's trying to resolve the situation, but we understand why his reasoning. I guess you can understand Carly's reasoning, but she didn't make that very clear at all, you know? Like, by her actions, she didn't make it clear.
Yeah, I agree. Especially who Sam's character was in the movies. It makes no sense that he was simply, especially after she killed people.
Yeah.
It just seems the opposite of what he stands for him to still to be like, you know, oh, I can help her, I can talk her down. I just feel like,
well, I feel like
really...
the first time, yeah, I feel like he would have tried to talk her down, but then after the stuff that happened afterwards, why are we still trying to talk her down? You know, and that whole last fight scene with him, like, I'm not going to fight you. I feel like it's like, yeah, that's a Captain America thing.
You better whoop, boy.
I'm like, that's a Captain America thing, you know, cool. But to people that deserve it, when he's fighting Crossbones, Captain America wasn't like, I'm not going to fight you. He's like, no, this man's a terrorist. I have to take him down.
He mollywopped him too.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, once you start to killing people and everything, it's like, all right, well, even if you sympathize with them, it's like, all right, well, I'm not gonna just take you lightly. I'm like, oh, I can help her. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm like, no, I'm about to.
Yeah.
After I knock you out, then we're gonna talk about trying to sympathize. But before that, like, no.
Because at that point, she had to be taken in, right? So, like, why are we trying to talk her down so she comes in willingly? I'm like, I feel like, yo, she pushed a truck of people, tried to push them off the side of a bridge or whatever, you know, like, this is...
Talk her down, take her down.
Yeah,
right, like,
you bring her in.
Threw a truck off a building with 8 people inside. Like, there's no saving this girl.
Right, and then she had set it on fire or whatever.
I'm going to go on the limb and say this: Sam doesn't catch that truck.
I'm going to talk about that. When I first saw it, I had this. I was gonna go do like not a scene by scene, but like the order of the episode. But fine, let's talk about that. I had a problem with it initially because I'm like, he's not strong enough to carry that. Like his arms. I'm like, he has a jetpack. His arms has to be able to hold the truck.
His arms have to hold the truck.
Arms, because like his body would have broken, but his jetpack would still been pushing him up. Like,
but I think his wings, his wings was on the truck, and then immediately after he stopped it from falling, the red wings went like Iron Man did with and where was that, Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, yeah, with the
they attached to the truck to boost it up too. So I'm still not so sure if Sam could do that, but I'm gonna let it slide.
But he was working out a lot at the end of the last episode. He worked out a lot. I mean, so maybe all them push-ups.
You're not stopping a Brinks armor truck.
I mean, you know, he was getting it in. He's good. He can look at you.
He was getting it. All that flipping he was doing, bro.
An armor truck?
Yes.
Not a Brinks armor truck. No.
Yeah, he was doing push-ups with resistance.
Yeah, those. I mean, he got his effort in.
Hey, maybe it's a Wakandan suit, right? Maybe there's some strength enhancers like to help.
Nope. He didn't have none of those in that suit.
How do we know? Like when he puts it on, he gets it's needles and they inject like some kind of strength in him.
No, not that.
So, like it hurts. It hurts when he puts it on. He's like, ow, woo! It's worth it though.
I mean, the suit itself, maybe there's an assist with the suit, you know.
No, that was a regular cloth suit.
Hey, man, they gave him vibranium wings, and I'd be happy about that. But if I was Sam, I'm like, hey, y'all can't give me, like, a partial Black Panther style suit or something. Y'all gonna give me fabric?
Yes.
Like,
like real genuine fabric
wings, but just regular classic 100% cotton.
100% cotton. Yeah,
I need my suit to be bulletproof. Okay.
Was I the only one who thought that this would have been a perfect chance for them to introduce adamantium? I was thinking like this would be the perfect time to introduce this.
They're not gonna do that until they introduce mutants.
Vibranium, you can make the wings out of this instead.
Adamantium would be too heavy for wings, wouldn't it?
Would it?
It's a comic book.
Okay.
Laws of physics. Yeah.
I'm about to say, I don't know. I didn't even factor that in.
Super soldier serum to lift those wings.
He just put it on and immediately fall over. Like, man.
All right, so let's talk about the suit because beginning of the episode, we pretty much start off with Sam coming through the building after the Sharon Carter reveal, whatever. So he lands in. So suit, I actually like the way it looks. It's comic accurate. One thing I wish they changed was I get that this is comic accurate, but let's take the sock mask thing off. Like, can we? Yeah. This whole thing.
I like the white sock headband either.
Yeah,
it just ruined it for me. Actually, I think the whole suit had too much white.
But it's white in the comics, I think. So.
No, I agree.
I thought they did it reverse. I thought it was like mostly blue and then the white. And I think on the show they did the white and then the blue.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah. I think in the comic books it's blue, but can you imagine that suit being blue in the show though?
Yeah, that's probably why they made it white. I mean, to me, I think the suit itself looks good. It's just that mask that there's something off.
In the comics is white at the top, so like above the shoulder and up his head is white.
Okay.
And yes, it has the sock mask, which you know in comics it looks fine because it's a comic book.
I didn't like it in the comic either. I'm be honest.
It looks better in a comic than it does in real life.
It definitely does because no one wears a sock mask like that except for Gambit, which also looks dumb.
But I will say, only thing different from the
without
show.
It, though.
That's true. It's very comic accurate, actually.
Yeah,
his gloves are all red in the comic, and in the show they're white and red. I think that's the only difference. It looks like.
Yeah, they definitely made it good. I like the wings. I like what he can do with the wings. I think that was really cool.
Yeah, I like that too.
I think throughout the whole show, his wings has been nice.
Yeah, the ones he had before were really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was upgraded. But then I'm guessing it's like a armor for him though, because when that helicopter fell out the sky, he just covered up and just bounced off of him.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I thought that
they can do that now.
I thought that was dope.
They just can take a whole helicopter.
Well, it is vibranium, so we know like vibranium's just indestructible, right? So, except for when you're going up against Thanos.
Except for that.
Oh yeah,
right. Except for that.
yeah. Then he just ripped them up.
Yeah. But
unless you're Wakandan, then you just know how to just take Bucky's arm off. He had no idea. I'm like, that was dirty.
Thanos did hit Black Panther with the Power Stone though. When he went to attack him.
But no, he broke Captain America's shield.
But that's what we're saying.
Oh,
he broke Captain America's shield.
Yeah.
True.
So amongst aliens, vibranium's not the strongest.
And you saying they shouldn't introduce the other thing. I'm just saying.
Adamantium?
Adamantium's not as strong as vibranium, is it?
Yes, it is. It's indestructible.
But vibranium, isn't it from a meteor that crashed on Earth? And they just
it is alien. That's the idea.
Okay.
So, well, then yeah, that would make sense. It's like it's normal for people that's from outer space, but for here on Earth, it's the strongest
material that we have. Yeah.
So then, what Thanos broke the shield with was he had that sword or whatever. So what the heck was that thing made of?
I think they were saying
More vibranium.
I think they were saying it's made out of Uru, which is what Thor's hammer is made out of.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I could be wrong, but yeah. So that's supposed to be a really strong metal in the Marvel universe as well.
Hey, it's comic books. They make things break when they want it to.
Right?
Yeah, true. Like, we broke that. What are you breaking with? Okay, whatever you broke it with, it's got to be stronger than that.
This is indestructible.
Give it a really strong, intimidating name. What are we gonna call it? Yeah, that's intimidating.
Unbreaknium.
Unbreaknium.
That's too earthly, man.
Oh,
it's too earthly.
So yeah, but I thought like everything that he was doing with it was cool. One interesting thing about that with the bridge, when you're saying like he blocked the helicopter, the wings, when he was covering itself, it was breaking up the asphalt before the helicopter hit. Like his wings were breaking through the asphalt as he was covering himself. So like it just shows the strength of the wings, which is pretty cool.
Detail. I wasn't really paying that close, but okay, that's cool to know.
Yeah, I didn't see him dig in.
This is when
I know when
yeah.
Who was that? Carly. I think Carly hit him with something and his wings dug into the ground to keep him from getting knocked over.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not super strong.
That I saw. Yeah, he's not strong. So it's like his suit's all he got.
So his suit would have to have some strength enhancement because, like, I know his wings stopped him, but since his wings stopped him from being pushed back, then the force of her punch would have went into the arm that was holding the shield, thus breaking it because she's a super soldier.
You're overthinking this. Come on. Come on. You're just come on.
What? His arm should be
it makes sense because it's like if he's not strong
enough at all to even wield the shield.
Okay, you're saying
if he
he's
doesn't
not
catch
strong
the
enough,
field right,
but
he flies backwards.
how many times in comic books do regular people fly into brick walls and then get up? So I mean,
all right,
or jump through glass because apparently you can jump through glass.
Yeah, well, you know, when you jump through glass, you don't actually get cut. You should try it sometimes.
Don't please.
Yeah, right.
Or you can jump through glass and always go through it, no matter how.
It actually breaks.
And not knock yourself out. Like, and just fall backwards. Trust me, it don't happen all the time. I tried it.
So okay, all right.
Oh,
so
can we talk about how John Walker still suck even with super serum?
Yeah, he still got his.
He
butt
still
kicked.
got his butt kicked.
Well, I guess it's explained because the Flag Smashers worked for the Power Broker, so they just weren't like nobodies who got the super soldier serum. They were trained fighters. Otherwise, they should have lost to the soldier, right? But
yes, I would say so.
Yeah.
I like how his shield did nothing at all.
His shield did nothing.
It didn't know.
Showed it all crumpled up.
Are we like surprised his little homemade stainless steel shield didn't work? I mean,
yeah, I'm not surprised. I just didn't think that they was gonna make it look so hilarious though. It looks so sad. I'm like, oh.
he's just sad. Like his whole being is just pathetic.
But you know what? I feel like he's more sympathetic than the Flag Smashers were. You know, like
yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
I mean, you understand him. He's too arrogant, right? And he feels like he deserves to be Captain America. That's his whole deal. But at least you understood John Walker. He was definitely way more interesting than the Flag Smashers.
Yeah,
I
it was.
would agree.
And I get where his anger come from. Like he killed his boy. Like that was close.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That anger like fueled him. Like I get that.
Yeah. I mean, I give it to the actor Wyatt Russell. I feel like he did an excellent job as John Walker.
Can we talk about him for just one hot second? I know I'm like 20 years late, but did you guys know he was Kurt Russell's son?
I found that out when I first started watching the show. Yes.
I mean, now that I know, I was like, oh.
I was 9 years old when I found that out.
And, like looking at, I was like, oh, he does look like Kurt Russell. I did not know that. I'm so dumb. I just want to bring that out.
Yes, that is Kurt Russell's son. So now they've both been in the Marvel universe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Keep that money in the family.
So yeah, he's obviously still going to be used. I don't know what do you think they're going to use John Walker for? Are we going to get like a Thunderbolts or?
I think they will do a Thunderbolts.
Everyone keeps saying that.
And I feel like. Go ahead.
I would say I don't know who the Thunderbolts are, but that it keeps coming up.
It's just like a group of villains that Thunderbolt Ross puts together.
Yeah.
Fake Avengers.
I feel like they're going to use Faye as the leader of this instead of Thunderbolt.
Who's Faye?
Contessa Valentina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where'd you get Faye from?
I don't know where he got that.
Because he called her Faye on the what's her name? And she said, "Don't call me that."
He called her Val.
He called her Val. He called her Val.
Goodness.
Yeah.
My bad.
Two different names.
My bad.
From now on, we can't listen to anything Derek says about this show because obviously he didn't watch it.
Nothing at all.
Like,
called her
But
Faye.
I feel like they're going to use her since they already screwed up with Madam Hydra, and that's who she was supposed to be.
I don't know if she's going to be Madam Hydra though.
When did they screw up Madam Hydra?
Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not a part of this.
Come on.
I don't know. We got to keep telling people. I have to keep telling my wife this. Look, the Netflix shows and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. have been clearly not canon. Like, they're not a part of the MCU. They have made that clear. Like, it is not. It's done.
I say it can't be because Coulson's is...
He's dead.
He's dead.
He actually died. So if you want to look at those shows, just say they're an alternate timeline, basically. But they don't. No. So you don't have to worry about Madam Hydra. Because I mean, how many people? Like, I know a lot of people watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but really, how many people that follow the Marvel universe actually watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah, no one. So like, whatever happened in there, it doesn't matter. So if she's Madam Hydra, she's Madam Hydra. I feel like she's gonna have a bigger part just because of the person who's playing her.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, they ain't gonna waste her.
Exactly. Like, you're not gonna put her in a half of an episode in a Disney Plus series if she doesn't have a bigger role later on.
A major role.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
So I think she is going to be putting together a team, which is why she named him U.S. Agent. But she may not be a bad guy either. You know, like, I know the character.
Annoying.
Yeah.
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 Definitely that.
She could just be like just another government agency, you know. And they're trying to make their own Avengers or whatever. Since the Avengers apparently don't exist anymore, I don't know what the deal with that is, but.
Well, no, I was thinking about that too. Like, man, would the Avengers show up? But then I'm like, there are no Avengers.
No. Yeah, Black Widow's gone. Hawkeye's retired. Captain America, Iron Man's gone.
What about the big green Incredible Hulk?
I don't know.
He's
Professor
injured,
Hulk.
right?
He's injured, yeah.
So he's super injured. I guess the only person who could show up is Hawkeye, but, you know, he's selfish. He's been selfish the last 10 years, never showing up when you need him. So I was saying, like, man, this be a perfect job for the Avengers, but there are no Avengers.
Yeah, the only Avengers were there. So
Yeah, basically.
they were there, except for Spider-Man, but he was in school, so.
Steve Rogers is on the moon.
Okay,
They kept saying because everyone was like, "What happened to the Captain America?" So throughout the whole show, they just giving random things about what happened to Steve
I think
Rogers.
the writers don't know what Marvel has planned for Steve Rogers, if there's any. So they just put that joke in there, like, we think he's on the moon, because we don't know. We don't know if he's dead or if he's just chilling somewhere.
I don't know. Old man Cap went back to 1954 or whatever.
I just thought about this, though. This took place before Far From Home, and they were in New York. New
What was
York
Spider-Man
City.
in?
So Spider-Man, right?
He would get. He would have lost this fight. Come on.
I
I don't think
No, he
he
in
wouldn't.
Civil War they showed
Yeah,
Spider-Man
he
is
was
stronger.
getting it in.
Spider-Man's
He was
stronger
getting it in
than the
Civil
Winter
War.
Soldier.
Yeah.
To this day,
Yeah.
I feel like he shouldn't be.
But in the comics he is. It's
I
not
don't read Spider-Man comic books, so I'm gonna still go with. I feel like he shouldn't be.
It was because when Winter Soldier punched him and he caught his arm, like wow, he's like, oh man, you got a metal arm, that's cool.
it was like it was nothing.
like it was nothing.
Look,
Yeah. Like he
I
wasn't even
will
struggling. Like,
forever
oh, you
never
got a
give
metal
Spider-Man
arm.
credit for anything. I hate him as a superhero. So
Why do you
whatever.
hate Spider-Man?
I hate Spider-Man.
Why? Do you hate
he's
spiders?
boring.
No,
You
he's
hate
not.
spiders?
He's obviously
yes, I
not
hate
boring. That's why
spiders.
everybody like him.
Oh, well, see, that's why you hate Spider-Man.
Oh,
See why you hate Spider-Man.
I had to
Spider-Man's
kill a spider
awesome.
the other day.
Well, I mean, it's spider season. You're gonna be
I've
seeing a whole bunch
killed-
of spiders now.
So many
I
spiders.
went
Too many.
so crazy on my bug spray. After I saw that spider,
It's
ain't
not
no
gonna
more
work.
bugs getting up in here.
It's not gonna work.
It's gonna work. I put
It doesn't
everything
work.
down.
Not with spiders.
Yeah. I mean, it'll kill the spiders, but it's not like a barrier for spiders.
Well, I did like a 3-layer barrier. It should work.
No.
Don't
They're still
crush
coming in.
my dream.
Spiders, you gotta spray direct. Ants it'll work with, but a spider, you gotta spray that directly.
No, ants, you get the
What?
thing that kills the colony.
Yeah.
What? Ain't no colony of ants up in here.
Well,
How do you know?
you're on the second floor, okay? All right. Okay. There's right here in front of me is outside, and ants are like, "Hey, guess what we
My
could do?
door
We can
leads
crawl
to
through
the
this
outside.
house."
Not like I don't have access to the outside world. Goodness. I'll put like a triple layer by the door too.
Mhm.
So
So,
it'll work with ants, but not spiders.
only hero that might have been there, but I don't know. It's nighttime. Maybe he was at home sleep or something, preparing for a test.
Spider-Man's irrelevant.
Oh, it was. They
That's
had
rude.
that huge Senate meeting going on. That was on the news.
He didn't know it was going to be attacked. You think he's paying attention to a government meeting? Come on.
So what, he had to go to Queens to Manhattan. That's a long subway ride. You know, maybe his Metro card wasn't working.
Yeah. You ever played that PS4 Spider-Man game? It takes a long time to get across New York, man.
It does. New York is big, so I'm just saying, Queens to Manhattan is
It
a
really
long ride.
Yeah. It takes a long time. So,
Sit there
okay.
like, man.
So maybe he did go there and he
And
just
the fight
got
was
there when
over.
everything was done.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I see that happening.
All right. So, yeah, we talked about basically that everything that happened here. So we'll talk about the most interesting part of this series, which I think what holds this series up. At the end, you have Sam giving this speech to the GRC, and basically he's right. Explaining to them like, hey, look, just because Carly was crazy doesn't mean she was wrong, and like you're going to get someone else because you have the power to do something for people. Also, I'm trying to figure out what the governments were doing here, because you're like, hey, we got to take care of these people that came back. So the people that were around for the entire 5 years, screw you guys, and you got to live in a homeless shelter
Basically.
or something. I'm like, what
Basically,
kind
I
of...
don't know how they handle it.
it's-
How did y'all handle this?
Came back that are in homeless shelters.
No, they said, because they were arguing, so we
No.
just shouldn't take care of them. Because Carly was saying that they displaced. That's why they call them displaced. They took the people that were still around and pushed them out to take care of the people that
Yeah.
came back in the blip.
Is that what I thought? It was the other way around. Like the people who came back, you no longer have a house, right? I disappear, someone moves into my house. So
Yeah.
now I'm homeless. So I thought the GRC was rounding up all of those people, put them in basically refugee, whatever.
Refugee.
Yes,
Yes.
it's a G.
You said
Camp.
SUV.
And now
SUV
I know
camps.
what I said. That's not what I said. So did I have it backwards? I thought they were and put them all
Yeah,
in
you have
camp,
it backwards.
You have
and
it
then
backwards.
They were
Yeah.
moving them.
Yeah. No, I mean,
That's why the flag specialists mad, because they was around during the blimp. They was still here. That's why they mad, because things were cool then. Then the people came back. Now they getting the
Yeah, now they
that's
don't
not
have
right.
nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Oh, so they evicted the people that were already here?
Yeah, I don't know if that's
Yeah.
how it happened in every situation. Like, I think the GRC should definitely exist. Like, you have to help the people that came back, but I think they were just, you know, forcing other people out because apparently, like, borders started to fall because the world had to work together. I mean, half the population was gone. And then all of a sudden, it's like, well, now it's back up, get out of America, basically, or wherever other country
Yeah.
people were from. Which
Okay.
Yeah,
is
because
messed up.
Sam even mentioned it in his speech where he said he was like, "What do you do with the people where that was living in the home, and then the original homeowners came back and they popped up?" And it's
Yeah,
like, yeah, so it's like they're giving more precedence to the people who got blipped back, and it's just like the people who were still here, basically they have to go back to the way things was before. And so like that's why like Carly was saying like how was that even fair? They weren't here.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 5 years they weren't here, and then now you're saying now that they back, we instantly got to put things back to the way that they were.
hmm,
And it's just like things changed over that 5 year time of when they weren't here.
yeah. Which and it's like it's
That's a tough
complicated.
situation, though. Yeah, it's a tough situation.
Yeah, like the one lady said, it's complicated. And Sam, I like how he did. He said, "Yeah, it's complicated. I'm not going to pretend like I have the answer for it, but you guys have the power to do something here, and you can't just like wasn't just that they displaced them. They did it, and then they weren't giving them like food and education and stuff. Like,
Mhm.
it just basically oppressing them. Which so you get it. So
And
I
what
thought
he
that
also said was that made a lot of sense. It's like you're making a decision that's impacting the lives of all these people. Who else is helping you make these decisions? People that
yeah,
are just like you,
yeah,
whose lives it ain't going to affect. So it's like
Right.
you can't really make a rational decision without having some
Right.
people that is going to impact in the room to help make that decision.
yeah,
Yeah, you should talk to them, ask them what they need, what they want, and then figure out the best way to help them. Right? I mean, if you're not in that situation and never been in that situation, how do you really help? Because you just want to get rid of a problem.
Right.
right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do
Right.
the quickest, easiest thing,
And you
to get
need
the
people
problem
from
away
both
from you.
sides. You need
Yeah.
yeah. And you need people from both sides. You need people that was here during that 5 year period of time. And you need some people who returned back that was missing. So both sides can see where each side is coming from. It's just like you're not gonna come to a solution if the answer to it is, oh well, things need to go back to the way it was.
Yeah.
Well, it's like it's not going to work out that way because you're still affecting millions of people, billions of people's lives.
What's interesting, this came up in WandaVision too. It was only one line, but I think it was Haywood, and he told Monica Rambeau, he told her, "You people who came back in the blip have no idea how it was for us in the last 5 years." So like I feel like there is this animosity between like the people who survived the snap and the people who came back later. Like there's this animosity between them. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Well, the vision of that could be is that we lived through this, you guys didn't. It's like you guys disappeared and then just reappeared. We had to go through this whole thing, and I think Carly even said it in one of the episodes. It's like we had to rebuild. If it wasn't her, it might have been one of the conversations between Sam and his sister. But it was just like you guys were gone, and we had to keep living.
Yeah.
And we had to find a way to keep living.
Yeah.
And this is like now y'all here.
Yeah. So with that being said, so you got his speech, and so now he's Captain America, and we get some closure for a lot of the characters. First, I'm gonna start with I think the real arc of this series is, which I think is a good arc. It's basically Sam accepting the role of Captain America and him doing that as a black person. I feel like they were addressing an issue they knew would come up when they had Sam become Black Captain America in the first place.
Yeah,
He's already black. He was already black.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Just like in the show, he's not Black Falcon.
Black Falcon.
He's not Black Falcon.
But yeah,
They said that again in this episode.
They did.
That little cheesy line. That's the Black Falcon right there. Like, no,
That's Captain
America.
Yeah, I was like, I wish they didn't put that in there. I
really wish they did
hate
that.
lines like that. I hate it so much. Just like with the U.S. agent thing. Well, maybe they won't need a Captain America. They'll need a U.S. agent. And it's like, no, that doesn't. No.
Yeah, then they look at the camera, a U.S. agent. It's like,
Wink.
so obvious. Like, yeah, they're not gonna miss that.
No, that's Captain America.
It's like,
Nah, dude, we gave that away. The shield.
Apparently, anyone can make.
Plus, we didn't need that line because Sam started the episode with, "Who are you?" I'm Captain America.
I'm Captain America.
That was all we needed. That was it. That was it. I mean, yes,
confirmation.
it's nice to see the people rallying behind him. Also, was that group full of just black people?
it was just black people. Yes, it was.
Like, we're in New York, okay? Like, there should be some other people there.
Like, New York is like one of the biggest melting pots in the United States of America. So, like, yeah, there definitely should have been like everywhere. But it was nothing but black people.
They were the only ones watching what was happening.
And nobody else cared. Nobody else cared. They're like, yeah, whatever.
I just now noticed that. It's strange. But but no, I do like how this series really touched on that fact of the struggle of like why it would be difficult for him to become Captain America and him going through the growing pains and finally accepting it no matter what people thought. And he even said in his speech, and I feel like that part of the speech wasn't aimed towards the fictional characters but to people watching when he's like, I know there's people watching me right now who has a problem with this. I feel like that line was for the audience. Like,
it probably was. Yeah, I'll say so.
I felt that.
Yeah. Take that, America. But yeah, it's like,
I mean, yeah, but I do like how it was like, he doesn't need anyone's permission to be Captain America, right? Steve Rogers gave him the shield. Steve Rogers made him Captain America. He's Captain America. Yeah. And I like how he comes to terms with like, what it means to be Captain America. Just not even like, the representation of it, but whether or not people are going to even appreciate the fact that you're Captain America now. But at the same time, it's like he can do what he want to do. If he wants to be Captain America, he could be Captain America, and anyone else's thoughts or whatever is just not important. Because as long as he does what he's supposed to do, that's the only thing that really matters.
Yeah. Now, I feel like you got the flip side or the other side of the coin with John Walker's. I feel like they were two opposite characters throughout the series. While they kind of ended John Walker's, I think, too quickly, but he still had the opposite arc. He also had to figure out what it meant to be Captain America. And during that speech, basically figuring out like, hey, I'm not that. Coming to terms that he can't be Captain America because he's not that what that name represents.
Right, but I don't like the fact that it's like, okay, the guy still murders someone and he is just to walk away, and then you team up with some mystery person, and then she's just gonna
they already let him go. Yeah, because at the beginning of the last episode, they said if it wasn't for everything that he had done for the country prior to that, he would be in jail.
I understand that's what they said. It's still stupid.
In real life,
it doesn't matter. Like, no.
In real life, he walks away. He murdered a
did.
foreign national. He didn't murder anyone on U.S. soil. He murdered a foreign national. So they're gonna do.
How many people did
he
murder
was
when he was in war?
He would be relieved of duty and stripped of everything.
And that's okay.
What happened? What happened to him would be exactly what happened. Like I don't disbelieve that at all. I don't think he would be in jail.
No,
he wouldn't.
No, probably wouldn't.
But he should be. This guy's just roaming around, and now he's a evil superhero. And then, I mean, he took an illegal super serum drug, and we're just fine with that.
Apparently, they don't know he took it.
Okay.
Oh, that was never disclosed?
No, because when he was talking to Contessa, she was saying she knew he took it, but like it was portrayed as if it was like a secret. Like he didn't let them know that he had the super soldier serum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, like I said, I feel like his arc was a bit rushed, but I don't think anything it would have turned out any differently. I don't think he would be in jail personally, because again, I mean, it's kind of what Contessa said, and I believe this. If he didn't kill the person in the public eye, he wouldn't be in trouble at all.
No, he wouldn't.
Nope.
He's in trouble because people saw Captain America kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
A defenseless
So now
person.
that's when it became their problem. Like,
And
now
it was
it's our problem.
because everybody had it on their phones.
If we did it in private, like, it's really not a problem. Nobody knows. But once he did it openly as Captain America, like, now it's America's problem or the government's problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, as far as like working with other heroes, I don't think he would. But again, it's not. He's going on to whatever anti-hero team is being created there. I do like at the end of the series, you got some closure with Bucky. Can I say they really underused Bucky in this? Like he's very underused.
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
I agree. Which is why I thought we needed more FaceTime with him and his friend.
Yeah.
What friend?
The one that he
Oh, right.
Yuri. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I need to brainwash Bucky. I feel like he fights better.
Also, I felt like they definitely downgraded his fighting skills in the show.
I
think he
think
still had the skills. I think he just held back.
I think it's the choreographer. I think it's the choreographer here, because like you have that one bar scene which was clear, like it makes it clear in universe that Bucky can still fight like that. But all the rest of the scenes with Bucky was like, man, he's really not doing his Winter Soldier thing here. Like,
right. I feel like he's a regular dude with one metal arm.
Yeah, they're definitely. So I think there's going to be a second season. I hope there is, because I want to see more out of Bucky. This season focused on Sam, and understandably, but I want some more Bucky. Let's see some Bucky going on.
I feel like there should be a second season, and it should be titled Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Because I mean, they changed the title.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe they was like rolling into that. Like, all right, this series was the Falcon, but now that he's Captain America, we're gonna do another season as Captain America.
Yeah.
I think one of the producers, or was it a writer? Now he said that there could be a second season.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a fourth Captain America, though.
Yes. There's going to be, I believe the showrunner for this series is doing Captain America 4 with Sam Wilson.
Well, obviously, who else would it be?
Just making it
Captain
clear.
America.
Yeah.
Or old Steve Rogers.
Yeah, Steve Rogers. Okay.
No.
On the moon. It's just a 2-hour movie
Steve.
with him on the moon. And then, they're like, hey, man, are you going to do anything in this movie? And he's like, no. I don't think I will.
I don't think I will. You know you wanted to join in on that.
I don't. I really don't.
That scene also reminds me of Forrest Gump. I don't know why. When I see that scene and he hands him the shield and be like, it's not mine. So I just want to be like, Jenny. Jenny.
Why? Okay. But I, while these two are laughing at Forrest Gump jokes, I did like also he went to Isaiah Bradley and gave him some closure as well. I thought that was very very good.
That's
Especially
good.
taking him to the museum and they got a exhibit added in honoring Isaiah Bradley. Thought that was pretty cool. That was
That was cool. That was cool. Because like
Yeah,
you said, he
I
said,
thought
now
so.
America knows what you did. So
yeah.
like, it's all
Yeah.
it's all on display there. So
So,
And I
yeah,
even
I thought
looked at
that was
Hmm?
I even looked at it as, even though it wasn't like an extreme big exhibit, but I took it as like it's still a homage because no one knew who he was.
Yeah.
Right.
No one knew his story at all.
Mm-hmm.
It was like he was just a huge government secret.
Yeah.
So it was just like, all right, now you know what this man has also done for the country.
Yeah. And that plaque that they had up there, some people, not me, but you know, that's what YouTube is for. They were able to pause it and read what the plaque said. And basically it mentioned that it, you know, a group of African American soldiers were experimented on against their will and sent on missions. And basically that's where Isaiah Bradley was, you know. And it went into detail basically with his story. And I thought that was good because it didn't gloss over any of that, you know. It was, you know, this is what happened and this is the truth of the story, which, you know, a lot of
well.
times that would get glossed over.
That's true, but I feel like Sam is not one to gloss over anything, right? Like, you know, because
Right.
he told Isaiah, like, hey, like, we should go out and tell your story.
Mm-hmm.
And he did. I mean, even then when he gave his interview, you know, he flat out said, like, hey, I can feel right now some of you guys, you know, don't like me because I'm black.
Yeah.
And he straight up went out and said something like, he's not going to gloss over anything. So if Isaiah Bradley got a, you know, an exhibit in a museum, then he's going to tell the whole story and
Yeah.
not just part of the story.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. So I thought it was good. I'm like we said, there were something felt like it was missing from this series as a whole, and for that reason, you know, WandaVision is better than this series, but still not a bad start for Disney Plus Marvel. I think it is pretty good. I'm interested to see more of Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Like, I want to see more from those characters. So, you know, it didn't kill it for those characters with me. I am interested in the stories that we get to.
You're
see
interesting too. You're a very interesting person.
Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I do like the fact that with both shows, that the characters and also the villains could be carried on.
Mhm.
You know, in a lot of the, or well, almost all the Marvel movies, is like the villains, except for Loki. You know, at the end of the movie, they're gone. They're killed off, and so it's like that's the end of that particular character. So I do like that the shows are introducing these characters to us, and that they can be seen later on.
Speaking of killing characters off, we're going to talk about the butler blowing up the rest of the Flag Smasher. I was like,
Yeah, and you know what? I didn't look.
Didn't he
up
make you think
anything
of
about
Alfred?
that, but
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm like,
who
why
this
is
guy?
Alfred? What is Alfred doing here? Like, you in the wrong universe, bro.
I'm like, wait, you had your butler
Well,
blow
it
him
can't be
up?
Jarvis because Jarvis is used already.
Yeah, didn't that what the cop? I'm guessing that was a cop put him in there. He was like, you know, one people, one.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm thinking like,
He said-
oh, they're about to like
Yeah, I
escape.
thought they
or
got to
whatever.
escape.
yeah,
or something.
right.
That's what I thought.
Too.
And
Yeah.
then they just blew up.
It blew up. I was like, oh, okay.
Like,
And then even then, I was like,
Yikes.
oh, that must have been fake. And to the news was like, oh no, they're all dead.
They're
I was
dead.
like, oh.
It's like, okay, well, I guess there were no more super. They did that because they didn't want any more super soldiers. It's just John
Well-
Walker and Bucky. That's it.
We keep saying there's no more, and then more keeps showing up.
It's gonna be somebody else with a serum, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't the Wakandas have it? We don't mention this, but isn't the little thing they do for Black Panther, that's a super soldier serum, right?
I mean,
yeah.
it's definitely
That
access.
herb.
So
When you smoke
Yeah,
that
the
herb,
purple
yeah.
flower. But
Yeah.
the purple flower is gone.
yeah,
They ain't have any on backup. They ain't have no seeds in a vault somewhere.
Sure.
Yeah, they can't regrow that. Come on now. They gotta be able to regrow that.
Because what's his face burned them all, and she only saved one, and she gave it to T'Challa. Whatever, I'm saying that wrong. Sorry, it's late.
T'Challa.
You said that like the name of my ex-girlfriend.
T'Challa? Oh yeah.
Wow. I hope she never listens to this podcast.
Oh, we're gonna be huge. She's definitely gonna hear this.
I'm sorry about that, but yeah. I'm like, they gotta have another way to grow that flower, like something, man, because like, or else there could never ever be another Black Panther.
I mean, I'm
Like,
sure
they-
they're going
they
to yada
gotta
their
have-
way through it, but
They
they
probably
just
will.
put
Yeah.
all the flowers in
It's
the
in
first.
it's in the vibranium. Like, oh, we did not realize that we could use the vibranium to make more. That's what they gonna say. They're gonna make vibranium
with that
flowers.
accent, though, they're gonna do that with that accent.
It might be a little different. I'm more so the Forrest Whitaker accent, but the strips, good the powers, strips.
Oh, that accent was so horrible.
It was bad though. I'm like,
You gotta have the one eye closed. Or slightly
All right, all
closed. I like
strips.
Forrest.
Okay, did we
do too.
rate WandaVision at the end of it or no?
I
Did we
believe
rate
we
it?
did.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
so
pretty sure we did.
are we gonna rate this?
Yes.
Yeah.
We rated it as a series, so yeah, we
Yeah.
rated it as a series.
I'm gonna have to give it a watch while folding clothes and not I pay for that because of just what's missing from it. Like I said, it's not disappointing, but it just feels empty in some spots. There was like really good, like more interesting than the action in the series was just the story of Sam and Bucky. That was the most interesting part of the series, and that's not a bad thing. It's just everything else seemed to weigh it down, and that's where I'm coming from.
I will agree with you. That is my feelings exactly. It is do I folding clothes?
All right.
I will say I will pay for that.
All right.
Dan.
That's what I was gonna say. I would say I will pay for that.
Oh no. We're split. We're split even 50-50.
Where's your wife? She's the tiebreaker.
Is she?
She is our tiebreaker.
I think she's dealing with our daughter at the moment.
You know what?
She's
think
gonna say I will pay for that.
WandaVision,
She's
we
gonna
had
say
a
I will pay for
tiebreaker.
that.
She will.
Yeah, she had.
She is gonna say I pay for that. Okay.
Yeah, she said I will pay for that.
So-
we win.
3D Rivals verdict
would
is
split on
we would
WandaVision.
pay for that while folding clothes.
That would be the worst decision in the world. Like, I'll pay for that movie, but I'm also gonna fold my clothes while I'm here. Or whatever clothes should come my way, I'm gonna fold.
But I'll put it this way: I don't know if I'm gonna watch this series in its entirety again. Like, I might watch a couple episodes. Like, I might watch the last episode or the was that 4th episode? I might.
403 was good.
Yeah. Well, 4 was the one where he killed the guy. Or John Walker killed the guy, right?
Right. 3 was when it went to Magiport, right?
Yeah, I think so. Or that might have been 2. I don't know.
to get Zemo.
No,
I think that was.
Oh, that was 3. That was
Oh,
3.
they already had
That's
Zemo.
when they broke
Yeah.
out Zemo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like 4 and 6, I'd probably rewatch, but I don't know about the rest of them. Now that I know the entire series, so it's cool. I haven't rewatched WandaVision yet either, so we'll see.
Yeah, I still haven't rewatched that yet. I do want to.
But cool. Well, that's our thoughts on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Before we go though, I have a few bits of news that I wanted to mention.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
One, there was the Shang-Chi trailer, or Shang-Chi, I think is how it's supposed to be pronounced. I don't know. We'll find out when we watch the movie.
That doesn't sound right, but okay.
That's how Kevin Feige said it.
I don't want to make it any worse.
Maybe he was
so
wrong.
we just gonna
That's
go
how
with
Kevin
it.
Feige said it. Shang-Chi.
Maybe he was wrong too.
So it to me it just looks like a kung fu movie, which I'm down for. I haven't seen one in a while, so I feel like it looks fine. What did you guys think?
I thought it looked interesting. I mean, I felt like, oh, I want to see this.
Yeah.
So I thought it did, and I liked the music that they had, and I like the
Yes.
fact that they used an Asian rapper. I guess he is.
I don't know if he's a rapper or not. We were trying to figure out what it was, and then I had to tell my wife, who was excited about it, because Jackson Wang is one of those people that she listens to on.
Well, people keep saying his name, and I didn't know who he was. You're childish.
I didn't say anything.
But he is a K-pop star. I don't know if he's Korean though. He might not be, but he is a K-pop star. I think he was a part of a group and then he's not anymore. I think the group might have split up or something like that. So
I don't need this guy's lifestyle.
So he's
story.
the Justin Timberlake of the Asian NSYNC.
I would
It
just
was
say
interesting. I like to know the facts.
yeah, but it was good music on the trailer.
Can somebody demonstrate the music for us?
No,
no.
go watch the trailer. No.
I just wanted a little sample. That's all.
I think the action in this movie is going to be good. I'm on the fence whether Aquafina's character is going to be funny or annoying. I don't know.
That's true with all her characters, though,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's it's one of the two. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
I do like Aquafina though, so it could be funny. I like the actor that's playing Shang-Chi. Like, I think he's really good. At least he knows how to do martial arts. Unlike the person playing Iron Fist in the Iron Fist series. And interesting,
Serious, they didn't get rid of.
they changed the 10 rings from rings to bracelets. Which was interesting.
It's a lot more jewelry.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
a lot
what?
of.
I did not catch that.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
it
was-
just. That's a lot of bracelets.
Yeah, so it's 5 on
rings
each
are more convenient.
arm.
Yeah, rings are definitely more convenient, and it hurt more when you punch people.
Yeah, that too.
I don't think the Mandarin was actually punching people with those
I'm
rings.
just
Oh,
saying.
he never did.
It's better when because then rings are just bangling on your wrist when you're trying to do things. You can't sneak up on people
Yeah,
because
they're
they're
in the
clattering
way.
around.
She's like sugar, like
I think they changed it because you already had Thanos with the Infinity Stones on his hand and stuff, so
Right.
they wanted to kind of.
Not the same.
Yeah, I know it's not the same.
They
but
were embedded in the thing. It's not even jewelry for real. It's like
I think they just wanted to move as far away from the hand as they could, but it's still on the arm.
the wrist. The wrist.
So they
The
gave them
wrist
bangles?
was as far as they could get.
It still looks pretty cool though.
He got bangles.
They put diamonds in their grill or something.
It
The
definitely.
wrist.
They should have gave us some chains or something.
It still looks pretty.
Earrings.
It still
Give
looks
'em
pretty
10
cool.
Yeah. 10 chains.
Oh my god.
I knew it was coming. It was too perfect. The setup was too perfect. Yeah, we can't just walk away from that one.
I mean, I'm excited for this majority Asian cast. I think that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
We have the real Mandarin, and he looks pretty awesome as well. You got some interesting fight choreography. We're gonna get some Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon style stuff in it. It look like.
Yeah, I am interested because it's different than what they have done before.
So I mean, it definitely caught my attention. I mean, I've always wanted to see it anyway, so this trailer didn't really change that for me, but it didn't make me want to see it less. So that's the good thing.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, last bit of news. And this makes me angry. Apparently, the CW is doing a Powerpuff Girls show.
Don't just I'm so mad that this is happening.
First of all, it's going to be what they did to the Archie characters, okay? So just ridiculousness. Powerpuff Girls was always about, I didn't watch the new one or when they were older. I don't know anything about that. But, you know, they were just kids on some shenanigans with superpowers, okay? Well, we know it's not going to be that because Chloe Bennett is, I think, playing Blossom or whatever.
Oh no, Blossom.
Yeah.
Who's
Oh, that's the one I don't like. That's the pink
the
one,
red
right?
one.
Who's playing
She's
Buttercup?
playing
I don't
one
know.
of the red.
Who's playing Buttercup?
I'm gonna have to look this
Yeah,
up.
Buttercup's the one I liked. Who's playing Buttercup?
Everybody liked Buttercup. That's because Buttercup has your personality. That's why.
She definitely does. She definitely has your personality all the way, and nothing's missing.
Okay. Powerpuff Girls.
But I don't like it because the part of the Powerpuff Girls that was so nice was like the cuteness of just them being like toddlers with powers, and now they're grown women.
Yeah, it's grown women. I'm like, I don't.
You just ruined the Powerpuff Girls for me. And then like, who's gonna be their villains? Because I feel like some of them they can't do anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
earlier.
like Mojo Jojo. Like, what's
Yeah.
is it gonna be Mojo Jojo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
where's
can you-
Mojo? I am Mojo.
Mojo
Jojo.
Jojo.
Come on,
Mojo
man.
Jojo.
Come on.
They casted for whatever his name is.
Mojo
Is it gonna be a
Jojo.
monkey? Is it gonna be a monkey?
It better be a
I
monkey.
don't know.
Gotta be.
Like,
I'm
what
gonna
kind of
watch
monkey, though?
this.
Chimpanzee?
I'm gonna watch this show so I can be
Someone
angry at it.
named
I need
Dove
a good
Cameron?
angry. Yes, Dove Cameron. She was also on Agents of Shield. She was.
Oh, it's a girl.
Yeah, Dove Cameron.
Playing Mojo
she's-
Jojo?
No, my bad.
Oh, as Buttercup.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm about to-
No. She's not playing Buttercup.
She's playing.
Oh, who she's playing?
It's saying she's playing Bubbles.
Yeah, she's playing Bubbles.
That's the blue one.
Yeah.
So who's Buttercup?
Oh,
Buttercup the green.
who cares about Bubbles?
Okay.
Yeah, I
well,
forgot
hold
that
on.
Yana
Yana Perol.
Perot.
I don't know who that is. Hold on. Never heard of her. So yeah, Dove Cameron's playing Bubbles, which I guess she was another Disney star, I guess, and she was on that one season of Agents of Shield with Graviton or whatever.
Watch that season.
She was the one with the little circle cutty things, and she cut Yo-Yo's arms off.
I definitely did not watch that.
You didn't watch the season?
Nope. What was she in? I'm trying to. Oh, that's not right.
I don't.
She looks.
I've never seen her
doesn't look
before.
familiar to me.
Yeah,
like, at
whoever's
all.
playing. Yeah, I've never seen her. The person playing.
Hey, I don't know who this is. And she's Bubbles.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll talk about this article that just came
The
up
other
about
girl,
her
I think this
later.
is her first acting role. I'm not seeing her in anything else.
Well, either way, this is a bad idea, and I really wish they wouldn't do this. Just don't ruin the Powerpuff Girls for me. Like, if you're going to make a live action something, like I would rather have like Dexter's Laboratory be live action. That makes more sense to me.
Ben 10.
I mean, it will still suck, but that makes more sense.
What, Dexter's Laboratory? Man, I used to love that cartoon.
That was my show. That and Johnny Bravo.
Like, baby.
Oh,
you're so
please do
I
not
love
make
that.
that
That was
live.
Oh.
inappropriate live action you put out.
Please do not make that live
That's
action.
inappropriate.
Please.
It's probably
Okay.
inappropriate as a cartoon.
It probably is.
Wait, what?
'cause
Wait,
he-
what's inappropriate?
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Oh, yeah, that was inappropriate as a cartoon. What in the episode when a lady had like kidnapped him and strapped him to the table, like like tied his arms out or something. She was about to like do something to him, and he was like, "Mama told me about women like this." I'm glad I found one. He was like, "I'm happy I found one."
All right, please, just don't let them make Dexter's Laboratory. Okay, I don't need to see an adult Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, that should be just left as a cartoon. Leave it alone.
If any of those cartoons was going to be live action, that makes more sense. Turning the Powerpuff Girls into a live action with people in their 30s, like, what is? How
are they going to do him in the Amoeba Brothers? And
they can't do him.
It's him.
They can't. They can't do that.
Oh my god!
I just mad they got Faison being the professor.
Yeah, Donald Faison. Which look, he's a great actor and what? Not great. He's an okay actor and all, but like, come on, man.
Professor?
The professor?
No, that's just wrong. On just
this show's gonna be weird, isn't it?
Isn't he too old now? Anyway, dude, gotta be like 50.
Well, he's the professor.
Women.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's the professor. Yeah, he's supposed to be old.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna watch this show just so I can be angry at it.
It's probably gonna be like Riverdale.
Yeah.
Riverdale was fine by
it just wasn't Archie. Like it was just a drama. You know?
Yeah. With the Archie characters' names.
Yeah. Man, yeah. So
I mean, even then, I was okay with that. But you're taking little kids and making them adults now. When's this coming out? So I can prepare to hate it?
I don't know. I didn't look it up.
Sounds like you're already prepared.
I don't know. They didn't. I haven't seen any dates yet. I think right now they just got done with casting and was beginning production.
Okay, so maybe this is a thing that won't actually happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's possible.
It's gonna happen.
You don't have these names involved.
It's taking too much steam. Steam.
What? Is that how that saying go?
It's picking up too much. It's picking up steam. What they say is taking in too much steam. I know where you were going with it though.
Thanks. I'm glad you knew where I was going.
As long as we got there eventually.
Hey, with me saying the wrong name and saying the wrong thing, and Daisy saying refugees.
That's not even what she said. But
she said SUVs.
SUVs. No, she didn't say SUVs.
She didn't? I thought she said SUVs.
All right. So
SUVs.
It is all good. With that being said, that's the end of the podcast, guys. We're just gonna end it off here.
We haven't ended yet? Oh my.
Yes. No, we haven't. Thank you for listening. We definitely appreciate it. Reach out to us on Gmail, 3drivals@gmail.com, Facebook, facebook.com/3drivals, Twitter, 3_rivals on Twitter. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.